I've decided the ground is now dry enough to get stuck in and fix what was done. I'm only mowing in small bits because otherwise it will kill me. Sorry, it's just... Oh. So I've decided to just take care of a sector at a time. I had a sector plan that was quite complicated a wee while ago, last year. It was working really well until the floods. But what I've decided, now that I've got my new irrigation system that runs along, so that's a 5-day cycle, so all the gardens get watered in a 5-day cycle. What I've decided to do is just replicate that for my my weeding and feeding sectors as well. So I'll draw up a new map, it'll be on my blog, it'll be fabulous. So basically the deal is that across the space of a week, 7 or 8 beds get taken care of. And I was finding before the flooding that if you stayed on top of it, then it was a piece of cake. I could do it in 20 minutes, the whole 7 or 8 beds. So I just need to get back to that. So what I'm going to do, oh my gosh, so I'm going to start with sector 1, which obviously the front one is now going to be sector 1, which runs the length. So the cool thing about following along with the irrigation is that if I step it out so that I'm a day behind the irrigation, that way when I feed my plants in the summer, they will be the bread will already be moist and ready to receive any fertilizer that I choose to apply. So there's logic to it. So water one day, feed the next, and also the weeds come out easier out of moist soil, so it should work out brilliantly. But I just look out here and I just see so much work. The peppers are still going, some of them are only just hanging in there. The loofahs are almost ready, so I can almost take them down. I'll show you when I do because they're fun. I need to weed where the sweet corn was because that's where the garlic's going, but the garlic is in the greenhouse and it's actually doing really well, so I'll leave it there for the minute. The rhubarb and the artichoke, I think I'm going to start again with that bed. So that's a project for another day. That's a half-day job just digging them out, I think. Then the rainbow beet just needs a bit of a tidy up, all the manky leaves removed, maybe give it a feed. And then the celery and the celeriac, well, I need to decide to do something with that. Maybe we'll have celeriac for dinner. And then the herb garden is what also needs taking care of. Well, it would seem not everything minded the flooding. So the lemon balm has gone nuts. Now I found a brilliant use for this in the summer. What I do is I chop it back and then dry it in the greenhouse and then print it all up. And what I can do is then put a handful into each of the chickens' nesting boxes because apparently it's supposed to have lots of beneficial properties that help the chickens. Well, at the end of the day, if it just smells nice and gives them a pleasant environment, then why not? So lemon balm into the chicken coop nesting boxes. So I'll trim that back. It needs trimming back for the season anyway. The coriander has done really well. The dill looks a bit flood damaged on the end. It's a bit brown on the ends, but I think it will bounce back. The good thing about the coriander is the cooling weather. It doesn't mind it so much. In the summer I just keep missing it. The silly stuff just bolts. And then I've got weeds. I've got this stuff here. Splurge. You're going to love a thing called splurge. Actually, you've got to be careful because it has a milky sap. Can you see that? And if you get that on your skin, it can cause damage. So don't. So here we go. Into the garden. Bit of weeding. gosh, I'm getting old. Now, lemon balm is a bit of a spreader. I don't know if you can see the roots there. So you've got to keep it in check. So I normally cut it back every 3-4 times a season. So otherwise it just gets rampant. And it's nice in a cup of tea. It smells amazing. But the chickens love it even more. So that's lemon balm. Behind it I've got lemongrass, which is kind of cool. It's not overly huge, but we'll leave it there for the till the frost, and then harvest it. Maybe just before the frost. I'll keep an eye out for it. Hopefully it won't be too far away. Now, another spreader in the herb garden is the oregano. You can see there's roots forming on there. So I trim that back. Oh my gosh, I'm getting old. I trim that back quite frequently as well, probably the same as the lemon balm, just to keep it in check. But I like this. This is probably one of the more delicious things in my. Oh, I was gonna. Don't want that. We use this a lot. So what I will do here is take it inside, because what happens is the weather gets cold. This slows down completely in my garden, and then I come out here looking for it and can't find it. So I'll take this inside and dry it, and we can have oregano all winter. So I get a bit rough in the end. And the oregano, parsley's doing all right. All right. Now here's some casualties from the flood. Chives. It's just, oh, and they've got bugs. Okay, so I think what I might do, for the sake of itself, because I'm not going to want to eat it, I don't want anyone else to either, so I'm just going to chop it back and say na 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 to those aphids. So there we go. Right. It would seem my garlic chives have succumbed as well, so I'll chop them back, but not before I grab the seeds and shake them down in there, because the more the merrier. Alright, not quite there yet. Right. So Now, the other thing not to cope very well, it will see my sage. So, there's bits of it that seem okay. So, oh, bee's nest, bees, horrible things. Why are there so many? In there. God. Lucky I didn't get stung, there's wasps in there. I'll show you. I have no idea what they're doing in there. They won't be there for long, that's for sure. Now the thing with the, what is this, sage, is it normally does die back after the winter, in the winter. Oh, that doesn't look good, there's brown in there. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe it will come back. So I'm going to take it back to some healthy shoots. And hopefully we won't have lost too much. I hate it when you grow something from seed and it's supposed to last a long time and it doesn't. I'll sow more in the greenhouse. Well, that now looks completely miserable, but there's some branches that are okay because I've left them there. Right. Oh, squashed my thyme. This could probably do with a trim too, just to chop the seed heads off. I find the herbs can be quite forgiving. Smells so nice. Oh, I love thyme. Wish I had more of it. Thyme, I mean. Oh. And as much as it pains me, I think it's time to take the basil out. I love the way it smells. I shall miss it terribly. So that's the herb garden, looking vastly different. So bed 1, sector 1, done. And now I'll work my way along the row and eventually I'll get to bed 36, sector 5. Wish me luck. Let's hope this weather stays really nice for the next few weeks. Really would be lovely, so I can just slowly and carefully restore order and get the garden back to where it should be. Oh, it's very fragrant. I love working on the herb garden. So I can't sit around here chatting all day. Got work to do and it feels so good. Thanks for watching. Next time you come, hopefully it will look amazing. Oh, something's crawled down my back. Oh, there's a spider down my back. Okay, so next time you come, oh my gosh. So next time you come, with a bit of luck, it won't have rained and the garden will be looking beautiful again, because that's my goal. just need to ensure that the weather has the same goal in mind. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you next time. Oh, I love being back in the garden. Even if it is pulling it apart.